Hey, what's happening guys, Chris here, showing off another Battlefield Hardline weapon, and in this one I'll be going over the Scorpion PDW. Now believe it or not, we've seen the Scorpion before in other Battlefield games, and it's actually the same gun as the CZ3A1 from Battlefield 4. It doesn't have any faction restrictions, so either cops or criminals can use it, though you'll only be able to equip it on a mechanic loadout. The gun costs $36,000, so the same price as the MP7, and came out alongside the Robbery DLC. Though you won't need the DLC to be able to use the Scorpion. So what's good about the gun? Well, to start off with a really obvious factor, the weapon's fire rate. If you thought the K10 fired quickly, wait till you see the Scorpion in action. It fires at a blazing speed of 1150 RPM, making it now the fastest firing weapon in the whole game. And because of this, it means you can rip through enemies up close, getting an insane amount of bullets out in a quicker time than anyone else. Another good thing about the gun is its relatively high muzzle velocity. With a speed of 460 meters per second, the Scorpion has one of the higher velocities out of the mechanic weapons, meaning that your bullet should reach your target a tad quicker than some of the other guns. It might not be a brilliant factor to improve the weapon by miles, but it just might allow you to trace a target slightly better if they're moving around, as you won't have to account for as much bullet travel time. Now sadly, there's not many other good things about the weapon that are going to improve your gameplay by much over the other weapons, so it's time to talk about the negatives. The Scorpion might have speed on its side, but unfortunately it doesn't have much power. It has the lowest maximum damage of the mechanic guns with a value of 24, which starts dropping off at just 8 meters, giving it a 3 meter range advantage over the K10. This damage decreases over distance up to 24 meters away, where the minimum damage of 12 is dealt. This basically means that it'll take between 6 and 9 bullets to kill an enemy with full health. Now, I don't know about you, but 6 bullets seems like quite a lot of bullets to kill someone at point blank range. And to make matters worse, the Scorpion has a pretty violent recoil pattern to contend with, making the feat of landing your 6 to 9 bullets on a target all the more challenging. The Scorpion's got a vertical jump of 0.35, a leftwards kick of 0.2, and a rightwards kick of 0.4, so it's not only got one of the highest vertical jumps of the mechanic weapons, but it's also got an awkward amount of rightwards kick, putting a lot of shots off target and forcing the gun to fire all over the place. With a 2.5 times first shot multiplier bonus and a 0.3 spread increase per shot added on there too, I can safely say that the gun is a bastard to control. It basically laughs in the face of accuracy, and unless your target is within a close proximity, you're gonna have a tough time trying to hit someone. Because of the Scorpion's accuracy problems, it's probably best trying to tackle these as much as possible, so adding a muzzle brake on there should help lower that vertical recoil a little bit. But most of all, it should halve that 0.4 rightwards recoil to just 0.2, and halve the leftwards recoil from 0.2 to 0.1, making the gun a lot easier to use. A compensator should lower the vertical recoil, but because it increases the horizontal recoil, it would be a bad move to add it onto the Scorpion with that horizontal recoil already being quite high already. The heavy barrel wouldn't be a great choice, but it'd still help more when you're standing still by lowering that ADS base spread by half when not moving. But because you'll be running around quite a lot, using the Scorpion as a CQC weapon, perhaps you should pass on the heavy barrel for this one. Now, just like most of the other mechanic guns, the Scorpion doesn't have any grips to further improve the weapon. But because of the way the gun performs, and due to how its ADS accuracy can be a bit of a pain to handle, a laser sight could be a good answer to help deliver those bullets even easier in CQC with hip fire. So, as a quick summary, the Scorpion is one of those guns that can work amazingly in specific situations, but in this case, those situations are close quarters only. Its damage and range are weak, and you'll more than likely need more bullets than you'd thought you'd need to take someone down. But because of that crazily fast fire rate, you can get the extra bullet or two downrange much quicker than all the other weapons. The Scorpion's accuracy makes hitting your enemies a little bit of a ball ache at times, as you'll be using it as more of a spray and pray weapon in most cases. Though the muzzle velocity should mean that your bullet should reach your target much quicker than other weapons like the K10. Treat the Scorpion in a similar way that you treat a shotgun, and use its close range killing capabilities to your advantage. So that's all for this one guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure you hit that like button if you did. Subscribe to see all the latest updates on Battlefield and loads of other games too. Thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you in that next video.